Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel G-Man Aviation. Now in today's video we are looking at this plane, the A320, but not the regular one from the Microsoft Flight Simulator. Now you can see usually we fly the same A330, the A320, sorry, that is built into the Microsoft Flight Simulator. But if you see here, this is another A320 made by fly-by-wire. Now, if you don't know fly-by-wire, they make freeware planes that are very good. Now, you can see all of these big stats here with the fly-by-wire. You can even see they have their own app here. And you can see they are also attempting to make a free A380 add-on later, later in the future when they get that all figured out. But right now, they have the A320 Neo. Now, you may be thinking, what's the difference between the A320 in the flight simulator and the freeware fly-by-wire add-on A320? Now, if you go to the flight simulator and you see the if you see the normal A320 built in, you'll see this livery, the fly-by-wire livery. And that's because it was made with fly-by-wire, but it wasn't the same fly-by-wire that we all know. Like this one, we'll actually be able to see all this stuff that they're showing off right here. And this will actually be the fly-by-wire that we're looking at. This is actually the A380 that they're actually, oh no, it's not. Never mind. But, yeah, so we'll check it out, the A320, see how it looks. So yeah, let's get into it. So here we are on the ramp of Chicago O'Hare here. Here is the beautiful A320 fly-by-wire plane that, we all know and like. You can see that this plane has a lot more cool things already that we're noticing. One, you can see the cones right here, this cone here. Now that is not from the main flight simulator, that is from the fly-by-wire A320. See on all ends, just like real life. Now, taking a look on the inside, you guys may already notice if you've used the A320 that often, you'll see that there is a lot different in here. You can notice some different things, like different textures. It almost looks like an older A320. Looking up here, you can see some different lights, different little analog things. But you can also see like the throttle here is a little different than the other one. But yeah, so let's just we can check out this iPad here, which again is not in the normal A320 included with the Microsoft Flight Simulator. This is it's still a free add-on, but this is the fly-by-wire free add-on. Now you can see with their iPad here, they've got this interesting little design. You have like all of this stuff over here, and you have all these little like buttons you can press, and you have like here all of this. And then this is the ground stuff. So this shows you see your fuel here, services. You can actually see all the fuel tanks in the A320. And we can also check out payload. This is all of the seats and more, just everything here. Pushback trucks, actually let the pushback system to be on, which means you don't have to use the Microsoft Flight Simulator for that. And you also see like we can get a fuel truck, we can remove the safety cones, we can open up the doors. Like here, let's open up the front door. You can see, boom, that opens. Now, usually you cannot do that in the main Microsoft Flight Simulator unless you have the jet bridge connect. So now I can see here that I can now see the other door. Now this door is actually, I don't remember which door that one is. This one does not like to open for some reason. I don't know why, but that one doesn't like to open. But you can see we can also open this door, the aft door in the back. That one also doesn't work. Sometimes a few of the doors just aren't liking them. But then the rear door aft, I know that one works. There you go. We can see right here, this door here is working. Now, nicely, it's very, very, very nice of an add-on. See all these beautiful things here. I'll just close all the doors right now and just see them all close. But yeah, so let's let's turn on the A320, and then I'll show you guys what happens when we turn it on. Now over to our overhead panel. You know, I know the A320 is one of the easiest planes to use and fly in the Microsoft Flight Simulator. So all we have to do is turn on the plane, turn on some things here. So the plane's gonna start being itself. So now one thing that you just saw was it said self-test in progress. Now normal A320 from the Microsoft Flight Simulator doesn't say that. Also, if we take a look back up at the overhead panel here, it does not show this at all. Like it looks much different. Like the lights look more realistic here. Let me turning on the fuel pumps and battery switches. You can see all of these switches are much more bright and a little more realistic. Now you can also see here, it says that the map is not available, the GPS primary is lost, and also the ATT, which means there's zero everything. Nothing is working right now. Now to do that, you may be thinking, how the heck do you get it to work? Now if you look up here, over here on this end, you may see this, which again does not work in the Microsoft Flight Simulator. It's all just inoperative. But with this, I can actually touch and interact with these switches. So what we actually have to do is change them all to nav and get them to align. Now they're now aligning. You can see that our initial our attitude indicator right here is on, but you can also see over here IR, which stands for Initial Reference System, in align 7 minutes. Now this actually means that it will take 7 real minutes to align the map here. So yes, this is turned on again. Looks a little more realistic than the normal A320 from the Microsoft Flight Simulator. So it looks much better. You can see there's like an actual working clock over here. You can see even small details like the coffee being able to be removed. But yes, also awesome. Now let's just go overhead while the plane is turning on here, and let's just check out some of the switches here. So now, if you remember, for most things with the A320, you cannot touch like this switch right here, this switch right here. If you go into the A320 from the Microsoft Flight Simulator right now, these switches will not work unless you have the fly-by-wire A320. Now see, even all of these switches work here. Ditching mode also works. You can see even the wipers, they sound more realistic, and also they're not connected like they are in the Flight Simulators one. They're actually, like real planes, separate, and those sounds are much more realistic. But just coming up top, even these little fire handle switches that we are not even able to press in the Flight Simulator, we can press here. See, it says engine 2 fire, notify ATC, alert cabin crew, all of this emergency evacuation protocol. And if I mean the engines aren't started, so it doesn't care anymore. But yes, and all of these even buttons up here, all of these APU fire, all of these work. It just says APU fire. Look at all of this. Like, we can never see that, and we can actually just do the same thing that I was doing earlier with this testing the buttons. So it's much more realistic. Even listening to the sounds, it sounds much more A320 like. If you know the A320, you'll know that the A320 sounds much more like, it sounds more like that, unlike the normal way of that. Like, you can even see this. I don't even think this does anything, but it's just interesting that that switch even works in the Flight Simulator. Even up here, none of the circuit breakers work. That's the difference between this plane and the Phoenix A320. But again, this is almost Phoenix level. Phoenix A320, if you don't know, is a $60 add-on that is made as an A320, but all of its circuit breakers, every switch works. Now, with this, honestly, there is a lot of switches that work with the fly-by-wire free A320 that I don't even think that I would need to buy it, again, unless you want the study level Phoenix aircraft. Then, of course, go ahead and buy it. It's a cool plane. I definitely won't be buying it on the channel here, because this basically has all of the like buttons work here too, but the circuit breakers, those don't work. That's the only thing you won't get with this. But everything else, like a reading light, I don't even think that works in the normal flight simulators one. I think this one is just not even real. But you can just see all of these things, like up here, the ELT, that's all inoperative, but just looking at different things. Now you can also see, while I've been talking, the IR is in a line, it's almost ready. So yeah, let's just look down, even down here. We can see that's just a sound of the cockpit door locking. And if we even look down here, say we have a hydraulics failure, we can just do this, and look, we can now extend the gear manually, like this. How cool that is. And we can put it away. So that's just another one of the cool things that this A320 can do. Now let's get it up into the sky and get it ready to go. So let's do it. Okay, here we are on the runway of O'Hare. We are now currently flying towards the end of the runway at a very, very fast speeds. I don't know why we're going so fast. Okay, rotate, 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 rotate. Oh my. Alright, we are off the ground in our fly-by-wire A320. You can already tell the systems look much better. Now, positive rate, we're going to put the gear up. Let's see, there they go. There's our landing. Question mark. Landing gear. Well, landing gear's not working right now. I don't know why, but they'll figure it out. Because I probably did the emergency drop thing. I think I broke the landing gear. That was my bad. Whoops. But here it is in the A320. We're just flying around. Now, the thing about fly-by-wire, if you don't know, fly-by-wire is a real system. Let's put the flaps up. The real system in A320s like this one that help. Yeah, see, landing. Oh, yeah. Uh-oh. Yeah, see, landing gear, fault. That was my bad. Whoops. Also, the GBWS callouts are broken. Apparently, according to the plane, it says that they're off. But, ignoring that, I'm going to proceed to not ignore that and try to figure out what's wrong. But, let's just ignore everything. Everything's okay. Yeah, so our landing gear won't go up, and, problem is that's not the plane's fault, that's my fault. I'm just being stupid. But let's just attempt, because the fly-by-wire system in the A320 is meant to protect the plane against a problem. Say a pilot accident, like if something happens that causes the plane to go out, the plane will take control. Now watch, let's try to do a roll right now. Now I can actually but I can see, look, when I immediately, like right now, I am not able to turn, and when I let go of the control stick, see, look, hands are up here, the plane is actually leveling us out again. Now, a normal A320 would not do that. Go try to stall it out. Let's go try to stall it out. We're going to just pull all the way up. Let's try to stall. There we go. We're now stalled. We're now falling out of the sky. I want to see. I'm going to let go. Let's see what the plane does. Hands are up here. Let's see. What will the plane do? They'll try to pull back up for us. I'm not in control. Yeah, look at that. I am still up here. See? Hands are up here. Autopilot has actually taken over. You can see. It says here. Let's zoom in. It says, yeah, so this is all now. Autopilot has actually controlled our descent. we are now leveled out. Look. Hands here. Hands here. I did not do that. The plane is on its own. It's flying by itself without me doing anything like that. Now let's just take over from that. Alright, it's my priority now. There we go, I can fly now. We do have no power again. But yeah, so this is, of course, the A320 from Fly-by-Wire. You can get some cool liveries for it in the flightsim.to online. But yeah, so that's basically it, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. And yeah, so definitely an awesome add-on if you want to check out flybywire.com. Definitely not sponsored, but this is just an awesome plane for free. Honestly, it blows my mind that a plane like this for free is on here. It's awesome. So thank you all for watching, and hope you enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.